Welcome students. Today we are going to start chapter 6 lines and angles session 1 of class 9th mathematics. So after a long time we are going to start the session of class 9th mathematics. So let us start with the first topic, angle. So what is an angle? When two rays originate from the same endpoint, then an angle is formed. The rays making an angle are called the arms of the angle, and the end point is called the vertex of the angle. Okay, so let us see one diagram. So here AB and AC, AB and AC are two arms of the angle. Okay, and in the given figure, two rays AB and AC originate from the same point, that is A, forming an angle which is denoted by angle BAC or CAB or simply angle A. Okay, here AB and AC are the arms of this angle, and A is the vertex of angle BAC. Right now, we will see various types of angles. The second topic. Okay, the first type of angle is acute angle. बचपन से आप पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं acute angle, the measure of angle which is more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree is called acute angle. Okay, and example 40 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree. So this is one example of acute angle. ये 90 degree से कम है और 0 से बड़ा है. Okay, now let us move towards the second type of angle, right angle. Right angle is the angle whose measure is exactly equal to 90 degree. Okay, so this is the figure of right angle. Next, obtuse angle. Obtuse angle, an angle whose measure is more than 90 degree, 90 से ज़्यादा, and less than 180 degree, 180 से कम. So you take an example of 100 degree, 120 degree, 150 degree. These are all more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Okay. So the definition is an angle whose measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. So take an example. See this example figure. ये जो angle है ये 90 से बड़ा है and 180 से छोटा है. Right. Now the next angle is reflex angle. The reflex angle. Uh, Before reflex angle, straight angle we'll see. An angle whose measure is exactly equal to 180 degree is called straight angle. बिल्कुल सीधी line, and this angle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, and how the angle are measured, and all angles are measured in degrees, and we will measure by using protractor. Okay, now the next type of angle is reflex angle. Reflex angle, an angle whose measure is more than 180 but less than 360. Okay, so see this example. This angle is more than 180 but less than 360 degree. And the last one, complete angle, an angle whose measure is exactly equal to 360 degree is called complete angle. Okay, so ये पूरा complete angle है, full one circle, full one revolution. So full one revolution होगा तो हम लोग को कितना मिलेगा? इनिशियल और फाइनल जो पोजीशन है रे का वो सेम रहेगा इसमें. So in this case the angle will be equals to 360 degree. Okay, now we are going to move towards the next topic, pairs of angles. The first topic is complementary angles. Pairs of angles वर्ड से ये समझ में आ रहा है कि ये दो एंगल्स को मिला के, राइट. तो two angles are said to be complementary if their sum is equals to 90 degree. Okay, and if the sum of two angles are 90 degree, then they are also called complement of each other, right. Take an example, 65 degree, 25 degree are complementary angles. Why? Because the sum of these two angles is 90 degree. You can take an example of 30 degree, 60 degree. 30 plus 60 is 90, so they are complementary angles. And the second type of pair of angles is supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measures is 180 degree. अगर दो एंगल का सम 180 डिग्री है तो वो दोनों सप्लीमेंट्री एंगल्स कहलाएंगे. Okay, if two angles are supplementary, then they are called supplement of each other. Okay, we can take an example of 120 60 or 60 to 18, 118. So the sum of these two angles is 180 degrees, so they are supplementary angles. Okay, now we are moving towards we'll see some example based on complementary angles and supplementary. एक एक example हम लोग देख लेते हैं. So first example based on complementary angle. Find the measure of an angle which is 24 degree more than its complement. Right? एक एंगल ऐसा फाइंड करना है जो उसके कॉम्प्लीमेंट से 24 ज्यादा है. So we'll take, let the measure of required angle be x. X ले लिए. Now the complement of this angle is 90 minus x. And according to the statement what is given, x minus the difference. अभी दूसरा जो एंगल है 24 डिग्री ज्यादा है, तो उन दोनों का जो डिफरेंस रहेगा, the difference will be equals to 24. Okay, so if we open the bracket and if we solve, we'll get 2x is equals to 24 plus 90, right? Minus 90 जो है, अगर राइट साइड शिफ्ट करेंगे हम लोग, so that will become plus 90 and 24 plus 19 is equals to 114. Okay, so finally we'll get 2x is equals to 114, and which will implies x is equals to 57 degree. Okay, so the measure of required angle is 57 degree. So ये तो था complementary angle का एक example. Now we'll see the example of supplementary angle. Find the measure of an angle which is 32 degree less than its supplement. Okay, so इसमें भी वैसे ही start करेंगे. Let the measure of angle be x. So उस x का जो supplementary angle होगा 180 minus x. Right, now according to the question, according to the statement or question, we have 180 degree minus x is equals to 32 degree. लेस देन और मोर देन में दोनों एंगल का जो डिफरेंस रहेगा वो वही जो दिया हुआ एंगल होगा, जो दिया हुआ एंगल है वही होगा. Right, so here 32 is given, so the difference of these two angles is 32. Right, so now if you open the bracket, या ब्रैकेट ओपन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. विल गेट 2x, ये दोनों मिला के 2x हो जाएगा. वी विल शिफ्ट 2x टू दिस साइड, सो इट विल बिकम प्लस 2x, and 32 to this side, left side, so it will become minus 32. So finally 2x will get equals to 148. Right, so 148 divided by 2, 74. So hence the measure of required angle is 74. Okay, so ये तो था दो examples based on one complementary angle and another supplementary angle. Now we'll move towards the another type of pair of adjacent angles. So for adjacent angles we have three conditions. Now the first condition is they should have the same vertex. The second condition is that they have a common arm. The third condition is that their non-common arms are either side of the common arm. Okay, so if these three conditions is applicable, then only the angles are said to be adjacent side. So see one example here. The same vertex is O and the common arm is OC, right? And their non-common arms, two non-common arms are there, OA and OB, are on either side of the common arm, right? So these two angles are called adjacent angles. Right, in the given figure, angle AOC and angle BOC are adjacent angles having the same vertex O, a common arm OC, and their non-common arms OA and OB on either side of OC. So ये तो था adjacent angles. Now we'll move towards a very important pair of angles, linear pair of angles. Right, linear pair of angles, two adjacent angles. Adjacent angles में हम लोग देखें कि non common arms है वो either side होता है. अगर वो दो non common arms है, if the non common arms forms are the opposite race, then two adjacent angles are said to be linear pair. So two adjacent angles are said to be to form a linear pair of angles if their non-common arms are two opposite rays. Okay, तो ये तो हो गया लीनियर पेयर ऑफ एंगल्स. सो लीनियर पेयर ऑफ एंगल्स में एक एग्जांपल देख लेते हैं, फिगर देख लेते हैं. इसमें see these two are adjacent angles, these two angles are adjacent, and this is one non-common arm and this is another non-common arms, both are opposite rays. So that means these two angles are said to be linear pair of angles. Clear? Right. Or we can say the two opposite rays will form a line. Non-common arms will form a line. Okay. Now we have two very important axioms based on a linear pair of angles. Uh, यहाँ पे ये दोनों एंगल्स लीनियर पेयर है, एंगल AOC एंड एंगल BOC forms a linear pair of angles. So now we'll move axiom, linear pair axiom. So first axiom is if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. 180 degree क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि that two non-common arms will form a line. So line means straight line. Straight angle हम लोग को पता है कि 180 degree है. So that is why the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. Now the reverse of this axiom is also there. That is axiom 6.2. If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then the non-common arms of the angles form a line. Right? So these two axioms are very important. Now we will see some examples based on these axioms. So first example देखो. So in the adjoining figure, what value of x will make AOB a straight line? So the sum of these two angles, the sum of these two angles, that is angle AOC and angle BOC, is 180 degree. Why? Because it will form a straight line. So by linear pair axiom, the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Okay. Now 3x and 2x will form, will make 5x, and plus 5 minus 25 minus 20 होगा. राइट साइड में लेके जाएंगे तो प्लस 20, दैट इज 200 हो जाएगा. 180 प्लस 20 200. सो x will be equals to 40. Right? Now so only x, the value of x we need to find. Hence x is equals to 40 will make AOB a straight line. अगर एंगल मेजर पूछा होता, so we need to substitute the value of x in angle AOC and angle BOC. Right? Now we'll see one more example. Now in the given figure, ray OC stands on straight line AOB. So this one, जिसको मैं अभी शेड कर रहा हूँ, this is OC. Ray OD and OA, this is OD and this is OE, are the bisectors of angle AOC and angle BOC respectively. Find the measure of angle DOE. Right? So हम लोग क्या करेंगे? सबसे पहले हम लोग linear pair axiom यूज करेंगे, that is angle AOC plus angle BOC, that will be equals to 180 degree. Okay. So since AOB is a straight line and the rays OC stands on it, so angle AOC plus angle BOC is equals to 180 degree by linear pair axiom. Now we'll divide both sides half, or divide by 2, or we'll multiply half to both sides. Okay. So ये हो जाएगा half AOC, this will become half BOC, and this will become half 180. Half 180 means 90 degree. So हम लोग को ये वाला इक्वेशन मिल गया. Right? Now half of AOC means COD. Half of AOC क्या होगा? Because OD is the bisector. So ये जो मैं शेड कर रहा हूँ, this angle is equals to half of AOC. Now angle COE ये वाला हो गया. This is equals to half. So if we add these two, तो हम लोग को क्या मिल गया? Which angle we are getting? We are getting angle DOE. Right? So that will imply angle DO is equals to 90 degree. So this is the required answer. Now we'll move towards another pair of angles. Hence the bisectors, this is the conclusion, hence the bisectors of a linear pair are at right angle. So केवल measure पूछा था, हम लोग 90 degree लिख देते तो ठीक है. So this also we can conclude. Now we'll move towards the another pair of angle, that is vertically opposite angles. So what is vertically opposite angles? So अगर दो lines intersect करते हैं, if two lines are intersect each other, then the pair of angles such that uh, they do not have any common arm are called vertically opposite angles, or we can write in other way also. Two angles are called a pair of vertically opposite angles if their arms form two pairs of opposite rays. Okay, so we'll see one diagram. यहाँ पे see AOC or BOD, these two are vertically opposite angles, and the arm of these two angles will form two opposite rays. ठीक है, एक एक OC हो गया और एक OD हो गया. This is one pair of opposite rays. Second OA and another one is OB. So these two are two pairs of opposite rays. Okay, now let two angles AB and CD intersect at a point O. Then we have two pairs of vertically opposite angles. One is जो मैंने अभी बताया था, angle AOC is equals to angle BOD. दूसरा angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. Means actually next property हम लोग यही पढ़ने जा रहे हैं कि दोनों vertically opposite angles equal होते हैं, एक दूसरे से बराबर होते हैं. So now पेयर पूछे तो एंगल AOC और एंगल BOD फर्स्ट पेयर है, एंगल AOD और एंगल BOC सेकंड पेयर है. राइट, नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स important theorem 6.1. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Now this is the theorem. कोई भी थ्योरम प्रूफ करने के लिए चार स्टेप्स हैं. एक नंबर 1 गिवन, टू प्रूफ, if construction is required then construction, then proof along with figure. Right, so इसका जो डिवीजन है, मार्क्स जो डिवीजन है थ्योरम्स के, if a theorem is of 4 marks for example, so half marks for given, half marks for to proof, half marks for construction, half marks for diagram. So 2 marks जो है वो केवल given, to proof, construction और figure के लिए हो गया, and only 2 marks allotted for proof. Right, so important thing you have to keep in your mind that diagram is very important. Sometimes CBSE is very strict. If you don't draw the diagram, then they will give 0 marks. Okay, so you have to be very careful about the proof when you are going to prove theorems. So first draw the diagram. Here AB and CD are two lines intersect each other at point O. Okay, so यही given में लिखना है, जो diagram में दिख रहा है, that is only you have to write that in given. Two lines AB and CD intersect at a point O. Now what we have to prove? जो दो pairs हैं, एक one is angle AOC is equals to angle BOD, and the second one is the other angle is angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. These two pairs we have to prove. So हम लोग क्या करेंगे, एक पेयर को प्रूफ करके we will prove one pair and we'll write similarly the other will be equal to each other. Okay, so next step is to proof. So to proof में दोनों bit आ गया. First bit is angle AOC is equals to angle BOD, and the second bit angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. So now here there is no construction is required, so we'll go directly to proof section. Since OA stands on line CD, so therefore the sum of these two angles, right, इसको मैं मिटा देता हूँ. Right, so the sum of these two angles, the angle AOC and angle AOD, these two angles is equals to 180 degree. Why? Because linear pair. Okay, and the sum of these two angles is also 180 degree. ये जो दो एंगल है ये दोनों. Okay, so मैं मिटा दे रहा हूँ. Right. Ray OD stands on line AB. So the sum of these two angles, that is angle AOD and BOD, is equals to 180 degree. Now both this, the sum are equal to 180 degree. So they are equal to each other because each equals to 180 degree. Or we can write first one first equation. The second one we can take it second equation. From 1 and 2 we get this equal to each other. Now इसमें कौन सा common है? Which one is common? Angle AOD is common to both sides. So what we will do? We will subtract angle AOD from both sides. Or we can write directly also. हम लोग directly भी लिख सकते हैं कि एंगल AOC जो है एंगल BOD के बराबर है. Why? Because these two will be eliminated. ये जो दोनों है वो eliminate हो जाएगा. Now one pair we have proved. This pair we have proved. Now only second pair is left. उसको भी हम लोग prove कर सकते हैं. If you wish, we can prove how. See, it's very easy. We took these two are equal. एक मिनट में इसको पूरा मिटा देता हूँ. Right. See, the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Now the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. So इसमें जो common है वो है angle AOC. So ये दोनों angles बराबर हो जाएंगे. Angle AOD and angle BOC. Right? Clear? Okay. But here we are going to write similarly. Angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. So I hope this theorem is clear to all of you. And हम लोग अभी theoretical portion कर चुके हैं. First exercise से पहले वाला part जितने भी theoretical portion है that we have completed. Now next session में we are going to solve the first exercise, right? So now I'm going to wind up this session. Thank you very much.